Howdy folks, it's been a while, but I'm back. I have missed you all so much. I've obviously been engaging with you all through posts, but I have not made a video like this in quite some time. I've been making videos of me and Jack Rose and on the move, on the hunt for whiskey bottles, but I've not given you a cocktail or a whiskey knowledge video in 6 months. I truly cannot believe that it's been 6 months. But I guess if one thing is true, it's that life comes at you fast and flies by fast, so I guess I shouldn't be too shocked. But in this time off, several people have reached out to me and asked why I don't have a whiskey sour recipe on my page. And so I want to give you one tonight. In truth, while I like whiskey sours, amaretto sours are usually my favorite. And I find that whiskey sours are something that can be easily messed up. So in the last couple of weeks, I've actually taken time to test out the perfect whiskey sour recipe so that I can give it to you tonight. What I'm looking for here tonight in this recipe is a solid balance, something that the acidity of the lemon doesn't overpower the whiskey, and everything also isn't overly sweetened by the simple syrup that you make at home. Or I guess if you want to buy it, you can buy it. But you know how I feel about making it at home. It's really simple. If you have a kettle or a way to heat up water, just put some hot water in a cup that can stand the heat. And just stir in your sugar. Equal parts is usually what I do, unless I want something a little less sweet, and I'll do a bit more water than I do sugar. Stir it up with a spoon, and then you're done. You don't even have to put it on the stove. Super easy, super cheap, so why not make it at home? Especially because I find that the quality is usually better. I know I've mentioned this before, but I typically use the raw sugar. That's the one with the big granules that are a bit bigger. Solid quality, solid simple syrup, and you can make it at any time. All right. So let's dive into the cocktail tonight. And I want to say before we dive into it, actually one more thing. Well, a couple of things. You're going to realize that the audio may be a little bit less quality than it was in the past. My mic would not work tonight, but I wanted to give you the video just to go ahead and make sure that I didn't pass up another opportunity to create a video for you. But also, if you have time, I would recommend you making this cocktail as well as the amaretto sour on my page and comparing the two. I would love to hear which one you like more and why you like it more. All right, so let's get this party started. As I tried many different whiskey sour recipes that I came up on my own, what I came up with is I like 1.5 ounces of bourbon. Tonight we have the Wilderness Trails. And then I like 1 ounce fresh squeezed lemon, as well as 1 ounce of homemade simple syrup. And the egg whites are optional. I added them tonight because I do think that it helps with the presentation of the cocktail. But I tasted it before adding the egg whites and I actually liked it as well. So, especially in this inflation economy, I kept thinking, because I'm really big on like grass-fed, organic, free roaming chickens. Like this egg white is getting quite pricey just to dump in here for me to down in this cocktail. So egg whites are optional. You can also try that with or without. And then, again, we have our elevated cocktail shaker, excuse me. And we're gonna shake. I can plug this again. I think it is great because for those of you that made fun of me for having to use the towel in the past, you no longer have to. Shake, shake, shake. A little bit more for good measure. I'm gonna grab a big cube really quick. Also in this time off, a lot has happened. So I bought my first place, which has been absolutely amazing. But then immediately after moving into this place, I realized that I hated the kitchen. So I remodeled this kitchen, which took, what the contractor said would be 2 weeks, ended up being 3 months. So that is at least half of the reason why I haven't made videos of this kitchen. And in the process, I also lost my strainer. So we're gonna not be fine straining it tonight. But the elevated cocktail shaker does have a little strainer at the top. So we'll get the job done. My amazing friend Christian got me those glasses, so thank you, Christian, as a housewarming present. I don't know why I was saying promise. Not a promise glass. It's a present glass, which I love. And so this froth is what I was talking about, like the egg whites contributing to. So a little bit better. Oh my gosh. You know what I just realized I forgot? The bitters. But you know what? That's okay, because you're dealing with the expert. So I should have done this in the cocktail shaker before shaking it. Clearly I'm a bit rusty. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna add it here. 1, 2, 3. Just 3 dashes of Angostura bitters. Let me see if oh, you know what? And I'm just gonna use the toothpick to stir to get it in there. Ooh, that's actually pretty. So it's like a nice little swirl on the froth. So we'll just say that I did that intentionally. All right. Again, I'm gonna add a little cherry on there. Also, I know I told y'all I was like now officially an engineering manager, which I freaking love, but I'm finally getting the swing of things. So while I've been away, I have been busy trying to become better at the other parts of my life, but I've missed y'all dearly. Just got a little mint from my little herb garden. Just gonna smack it to express it. Boop. Just plop it on top. Again, just for a little presentation without spilling it. I don't even know if you can see it. Just that little slap, it helps bring the fragrance of the mint out, and it's actually quite delightful. I'm really big on also buying quality cherries. Basically anything I want to be quality, because I really feel like it helps enhance the cocktail a little bit. Like I hate those bright red cherries in a cocktail. So these are expensive, but I mean, my goodness, I mean, look at that. Again, thank you, Christian, for the amazing glass. But I think I tried about 6 different cocktails, and I finally found the perfect balance for you all. So one of the first people that I remember asking me about this whiskey sour was Jolisa. So thank you so much for asking about it, and my apologies for not having it on my page, but we got a perfect one. I've missed you all dearly, and I'm happy to be back. Cheers, folks.